When Grimm first aired in 2011, it entered a television landscape dominated by titans like Breaking Bad, Game of Thrones, and the already well-established Supernatural. With prestige TV at its peak, Grimm's genre-driven mix of crime procedural and supernatural mythology was often overlooked, dismissed as niche entertainment. But for 6 seasons, the series quietly built a fiercely loyal fanbase and a richly detailed world that refused to fade into obscurity after its 2017 finale. Now, nearly a decade later, the show seems to be getting the second life it always deserved. Peacock announced a Grimm Reboot movie in early 2025, with co-creators David Greenwalt and Jim Coof returning as executive producers. For fans, this isn't just nostalgia, it's vindication. A procedural with monsters and heart. At its core, Grimm followed Portland detective Nick Burkhart, David Giuntoli, who discovered he was a descendant of the Grimms, hunters responsible for keeping supernatural creatures, known as Weezin, in check. Unlike many shows where the protagonist suddenly becomes the chosen one, Nick was already a seasoned detective. His investigative skills remained as valuable as his newfound powers, creating a balance between grounded crime-solving and fantastical storytelling. That duality, cop drama mixed with monster lore, allowed Grimm to stand apart from more trope-heavy supernatural series. Fans weren't just tuning in for case-of-the-week episodes. They were drawn to the slow-burning mythology that expanded across seasons, layering its universe with depth and intrigue. The reboot gains momentum. When Peacock first teased a standalone Grimm movie, the details were scarce. Would it connect to the original series? Would familiar faces return? Initial reports suggested the film would introduce fresh mythology accessible to new audiences while maintaining ties for longtime fans. But a recent interview with Grimm alum Elizabeth Tulloch, best known now for her role in Superman and Lois, has sparked even more excitement. Tulloch revealed that Giuntoli has already met with the original creators, hinting that the reboot may not be a clean slate after all. Even more promising, Tulloch herself expressed openness to reprising her role as Eve, provided the script does justice to her complex character arc. As Tulloch explained, "I don't think they would do a reboot or a spin-off or whatever it's going to be without David's involvement." If both stars return, Peacock's revival could immediately resolve the biggest challenge most reboots face: authenticity. Why Grimm deserves this revival. Unlike some shows resurrected purely for name recognition, Grimm ended not because of poor ratings or dwindling fan interest, but because it was overshadowed by louder, flashier competitors in the peak TV era. Over the years, it has grown into a cult favorite, kept alive by streaming, online fandoms, and endless speculation about where its mythology might have gone. The announcement of Josh Berman, Drop Dead Diva, as the film's screenwriter further reassures fans that the reboot won't simply recycle old ideas, but could expand Grimm's universe in exciting ways. The road ahead. The cameras aren't rolling yet, but the pieces are falling into place. Original creators on board, a promising writer attached, and stars like Tulloch and Giuntoli circling the project. If Peacock commits to honoring what made Grimm special, its blend of folklore, procedural storytelling, and lived-in world-building, the reboot could do more than bring the series back. It could finally elevate Grimm into the mainstream recognition it always deserved. For longtime fans, that's more than just a revival, it's redemption.